Hi everyone, welcome to Idea Board video classes. In previous video, we discussed about nature of triangle, nature of quadrilateral and missing coordinates in a parallelogram. Today, I am going to explain the problems related to nature of triangle, nature of quadrilateral and missing coordinates in a parallelogram. Now come to the first problem. Find the coordinates of vertices of a triangle. Given midpoints of sides as 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2. Here midpoints of sides are given. We need the vertices of the triangle. First draw a diagram related to given data. Suppose A, B, C are the vertices of a triangle. Let D is the midpoint of side BC. Let E be the midpoint of side AC. Let F is the midpoint of side AB. Here midpoints of sides as given as 1, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 2. This D point coordinates are 1, 0, E point coordinates are 0, 1, F point coordinates are 1, 2. So we need the vertices of a triangle. Now A point will be required, B point, C point. Now first join the points D and E. Join the points D and E. Next join the points D and F. Now from the diagram A, F, D, E is a parallelogram. A, F, D, E is a parallelogram. From the concept of missing coordinates in a parallelogram, A can be expressed as E plus F minus D. It is a parallelogram, so A can be expressed as E plus F minus D. So from the diagram, A can be taken as E plus F minus D. Now this is equal to E. That is 0, 1 plus F point is 1, 2 minus D point is 1, 0. Now this is equal to, first add the corresponding x coordinates. See 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2 minus 1, 0. Now this is equal to, this is 1, 3 minus 1, 0. Now this is equal to, subtract the corresponding x coordinates, 1 minus 1, 3 minus 0. So therefore, coordinates of A equal to 0, 3. Then again, see the diagram. Connect the points E and F. Now again, B, D, E, F is a parallelogram. So from this parallelogram, vertex B can be expressed as a D plus F minus E. B can be taken as a D plus F minus E. So B equals to D plus F minus E. So D point coordinates are 1, 0 plus F point coordinates are 1, 2 minus E point coordinates are 0, 1. Now this is equal to, add the corresponding x coordinates. So it is 1 plus 1, 2, 0 plus 2, it is 2 minus 0, 1. Now this is 2 minus 0, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. Therefore, coordinates of B is 2, 1. Then again observe the diagram. DCEF, it is a parallelogram. DCEF is a parallelogram. So C can be expressed as a D plus E minus F. C equal to D plus E minus F. So C equal to D plus E minus F. Now this equal to 1 comma 0 plus 0 comma 1 minus 1 comma 2. Now this equal to 1 plus 0, 1, 0 plus 1, 1 minus 1 comma 2. Therefore, C equals to, this is 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 2, minus 1. Therefore, coordinates of vertices of triangle are 0, comma 3, 2, comma 1, 0, comma minus 1. Come to the second problem. If a P point coordinates are 1, comma 2, Q point coordinates are 4, comma 6, R point coordinates are 5, comma 7, S is A, comma B are the vertices of a parallelogram. Then A, comma B equals to. So here given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. First draw a parallelogram diagram. So vertices are P, Q, R, S. So P point coordinates are 1, 2, Q point coordinates are 4, 6, R point coordinates are 5, comma 7, S point coordinates are A, comma B. Here we need the coordinates of the pointer S. So P is given, Q is given, R is given. We need the coordinates of S. So it is a parallelogram. So S can be expressed as P plus R minus Q. S equal to P plus R minus Q. So from the diagram, S can be expressed as P plus R minus Q. Now this equal to P point coordinates are 1, comma 2 plus R point coordinates are 5, comma 7 minus Q point coordinates are 4, comma 6. Now S is A, comma B. Now this equal to, first add the corresponding x coordinates. This is 1 plus 5, 6, 2 plus 7, 9 minus 4, comma 6. Now this equal to 6 minus 4, 9 minus 6. Now this is 2, comma 3. So therefore A, comma B equals to 2, comma 3. A value 2, B value 3. Now come to the third problem. What is the given data? If the points minus 2, comma minus 1, 1, comma 0, x, comma 3 and 1, comma y are the vertices of a parallelogram, then values of x and y is required. Now first draw a parallelogram diagram. Suppose vertices of parallelogram can be taken as A, B, C and D. Here minus 2, comma minus 1 is given. Suppose A equal to minus 2, minus 1, B is 1, comma 0, C is x, comma 3, D is 1, comma y. So let the vertices of a parallelogram can be taken as A minus 2 minus 1, B 1, comma 0, C x, comma 3, D 1, comma y. Now it is a parallelogram. So you can write it as A equals to B plus D minus C, or B equal to A plus C minus D, or C equal to B plus D minus A. So you can use any one of those conditions. Suppose D can be taken as A plus C minus B. So from the diagram, D can be taken as A plus C minus B. Now substitute the corresponding values. A, what is A point coordinates? -2, -1. C point coordinates are x comma 3 minus B point coordinates are 1 comma 0. D point coordinates are 1 comma y. So this is equal to, first here add the corresponding x coordinates. It is -2 plus x -1 plus 3. It will be +2 minus 1 comma 0. This is 1 comma y. Now again 1 comma y equals to, subtracting these corresponding x coordinates, -2 plus x minus 1, 2 minus 0. Now this is equal to, this is x -2 minus 1 minus 3. So x minus 3 comma 2. It is 1 comma y. Now equating the corresponding x coordinates. So 1 equal to x minus 3. From this x equal to 4. By equating y coordinates, y value is 2. So therefore x value 4, y value is 2. Now come to the next problem. If a 2 comma 1 and -2 comma 5 are opposite vertices of a square, then find area of a square, length of the side of a square. Now here, what is the given quadrilateral square? First draw a rough diagram related to given data. So take the square diagram. Suppose vertices of the square are A, B, C and D. In a square, all sides are equal. Let length of each side can be taken as A. What is the given condition? 2 comma 1 and -2 comma 5 are opposite vertices of a square. So suppose A equals to 2 comma 1, C is -2 comma 5. Now these are the opposite vertices of the square, or in place of A and C you can take B and D also. You can take B equals to 2 comma 1 and D equal to -2 comma 5. These are also opposite vertices of a square. So here I will take it as A equal to 2 comma 1, C equal to -2 comma 5. Now connect the points A and C. First calculate the length of the diagonal AC. AC equals to, apply distance between 2 points formula, that is square root of difference of x coordinates whole square plus difference of y coordinates whole square, that is -2 whole square plus 5 minus 1 whole square. Now this is equal to square root of -2 -4 whole square is 16. 5 minus 1, 4 square 16. It will be square root of 32. So what is the value of AC? AC equal to square root of 32. Now look at the diagram. In a square, adjacent sides are perpendicular. So ABC is a right angle triangle. So use Pythagoras theorem on triangle ABC. So from triangle ABC, AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Now AC square, what is your AC value? Root 32. AC square means it is 32 equal to AB. Length of AB is A, so it is A square plus BC square is also A square. So 32 equals to 2A square. Therefore, A square is equal to 16. Now, what is our requirement? Area of a square. Here, small a denotes the length of the side. So, area of a square is nothing but a square. So, therefore, area of a square equal to 16. Then what is the next bit? Length of the side of the square. Length of the side of the square is A. Now what is the answer to the second bit? Side of the square A, that equals to A square value 16, A value is 4. So therefore area of the square is 16, length of the side of the square is 4. Now come to the next problem. 3 comma 2 minus 3 comma 2 0 comma h are the vertices of an equilateral triangle and h is less than 0, then the value of h is. Here vertices of the equilateral triangle will be given. We need the h value and h value is a negative. Now first take the diagram of equilateral triangle. So A, B, C. Equilateral triangle means all sides are equal. So here vertices are given 3 comma 2 minus 3 comma 2 0 comma h. Suppose A is 3 comma 2, B is minus 3 comma 2, C is 0 comma h. Now it is an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. So you can equating any two sides. So from the diagram AB equals to AC. Now apply the distance between 2 points formula on the points A and B. It is square root of difference of x coordinates whole square plus difference of y coordinates whole square. That is square root of minus 3 whole square plus 2 minus 2 whole square equals to AC. Again, apply the distance between 2 points formula on A and C. Square root of difference of x coordinates whole square, that is 0 minus 3 whole square plus difference of y coordinates whole square, h minus 2 whole square. Now this is minus 3 minus 6 whole square, that is 36 plus 0 equals to square root of minus 3 whole square, 9 plus h minus 2 whole square. Squaring on both sides, LHS part will be 36, RHS is 9 plus h minus 2 whole square. Bring this 9 from RHS to LHS. So h minus 2 whole square equal to 36 minus 9, it is 27. So from this h minus 2 equals to plus or minus square root of 27. Now h is equals to, that is bring this minus 2 from LHS to RHS, it is 2 plus or minus root 27. So h is equal to 2 plus or minus root 27 can be taken as 27 can be taken as 9 into 3. So from this h is equals to 2 plus or minus root 9 value 3. So 2 plus or minus 3 into root 3. Here h has two values. First value of h is 2 plus 3 into root 3. Other value of h is 2 minus 3 into root 3. But here what is the given condition? H is a negative. Here it is a positive value. because root 3 is 1.732, 3 into 1.732 plus 2. It is a positive quantity. Here 3 into 1.732. Definitely this value is more than 2. So 2 minus more than 2. Definitely this value is a negative quantity. So therefore our h value will be 2 minus 3 into root 3. So this is our final answer. Now come to the next problem. 3 points are given. If you look at the options, first option is equilateral triangle, second option is isosceles triangle, third option is right angle triangle, fourth option is collinear. Now these 3 points form an equilateral triangle or form an isosceles triangle or form an right angle triangle or collinear. So we are going to verify these 3 points forms which type of triangle. First, if you look at the options, in options collinear will be there. Suppose if these 3 points are collinear, then there is no triangle. So first of all, you have to verify this collinearity condition. If points are collinear, then there is no triangle. If points are non-collinear, definitely there is a triangle. So first you have to check the collinearity condition. First denote the given points as A, B and C. Let A equals to 2 comma minus 4, B is 4 comma minus 2, C is 7 comma 9. So denote the given 3 points as A, B and C. First calculate the lengths of AB, BC and AC. So AB, distance between the points A and B. See, square root of difference of x coordinates whole square plus difference of y coordinates whole square. It is 4 minus 2 whole square plus minus 2 minus of minus 4, that is plus 4 whole square. It is square root of 4 minus 2 to 2 square 4 plus 4 minus 2 to 2 square 4. It is nothing but 4 plus 4, 2 into 4. This is 2 into root 2. Then calculate the length of BC. BC equal to square root of difference of x coordinates whole square, that is 7 minus 4 whole square plus 1 minus of minus 2, 1 plus 2 whole square. This is equal to square root of 7 minus 4, 3, 3 square 9 plus 1 plus 2, 3, 3 square 9. So 9 plus 9, this is 2 into 9. It is 3 into root 2. Root 9 value 3. So 3 into root 2. Then calculate the length of AC. So AC equal to square root of distance between 2 points formula, square root of difference of x coordinates whole square plus difference of y coordinates whole square. So 7 minus 2 whole square plus 1 minus of minus 4, 1 plus 4 whole square is equal to root of 7 minus 2, 5, 5 square 25, again it is 5 square 25. So square root of 2 into 25. So root 25 value 5, so it is 5 into root 2. Now observe the relation between AB, BC and AC. Clearly 2 into root 2 plus 3 into root 2 is 5 into root 2. So relation between these three will be AB plus BC equals to AC. It means points are collinear. Now see the diagram. This is the point A, this is the point B, this is the point C. So AB plus BC equal to AC. It means given 3 points lie on the same line. So points are said to be collinear. So therefore A, B, C are collinear. So what is your answer? Fourth option. Now come to the next problem. A triangle with vertices 4, 0, -1, -1, 3, 5 is. Here vertices of triangle are given. If you look at the options, first option is isosceles and right angle. Second option isosceles but not right angle. Third option right angle but not isosceles. Fourth option neither right angle nor isosceles. First you have to calculate the lengths of the sides of the triangle. First denote the given 3 points as A, B and C. Let A equals to 4, 0, B equals to -1, -1, C equal to 3, 5. First calculate the lengths AB, BC and AC. So AB equals to, apply distance between 2 points formula on A and B, square root of difference of x coordinates whole square, that is -1 -4 whole square, plus difference of y coordinates whole square, -1 -0 whole square. It is square root of -5 whole square 25 plus -1 whole square 1. It is root 26. Then calculate BC. BC equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square, that is 3 minus of -1, 3 plus 1 whole square, plus 5 minus of -1, 5 plus 1 whole square. Now this is square root of, this is 4 square 16, 5 plus 1 6, 6 square 36. So 16 plus 36 it is root 52. Then calculate length of the side AC or CA. So AC equal to distance between the points A and C. This is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square, that is 3 minus 4 whole square plus 5 minus 0 whole square. Now it is square root of 3 minus 4. It is -1 whole square is 1. 5 square. 5 square is 25. So it will be root 26. Now observe the lengths of AB, BC and AC. 26, root 26. AB value root 26. AC value is also root 26. Clearly AB and AC are equal. So clearly two sides are equal. Definitely it is an isosceles triangle, and we have to verify these two values with BC also. AB square value 26, BC square value 52, AC square value 26. AB square plus AC square is 26 plus 26, that is 52. So these values satisfies one more condition, that is AB square plus AC square equals to BC square. So these values satisfies the Pythagoras theorem condition. So these points forms a right angle triangle and isosceles triangle. So what is our answer? Isosceles and right angle triangle. So given points forms the right angle isosceles triangle. Now come to the next problem. The points 3, 2, 11, 8, 8, 12, 0, 6 taken in order forms a first option square, second option rhombus, third option rectangle, fourth option parallelogram. Actually, what is our nature of quadrilateral concept? First, take the given points as A, B, C and D. Calculate the lengths of the sides AB, BC, CD and AD. Then calculate the lengths of the diagonals AC and BD. Suppose all sides are equal and diagonals are also equal. Then what is our quadrilateral? Square. Suppose all sides are equal and diagonals are not equal, then our quadrilateral is a rhombus. Suppose opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal, then what is our diagram? Rectangle. Then parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and diagonals are not equal, then the corresponding quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So that is our actual concept. But here I am going to explain a very important concept, that is a small trick to solve this type of questions. So come to that concept. Suppose your quadrilateral is a square. Now take a square diagram. Suppose vertices of the square are A, B, C and D. Now in the square diagram, adjacent sides are equal. So it means AB equals to BC. Adjacent sides are equal and angle between adjacent sides is 90 degrees. So if you connect the points A and C, ABC is a right angle triangle. So use Pythagoras theorem on this triangle. AB square plus BC square equals to AC square. If these two conditions are satisfied, your answer is a square. Suppose if you take the rhombus diagram, A, B, C, D are the vertices of a rhombus. In a rhombus, all sides are equal. It means adjacent sides are also equal. So definitely AB equals to BC. But in rhombus, adjacent sides are not perpendicular. It means if you connect the points A and C, ABC is not a right angle triangle. So AB, BC and AC, these three values do not satisfy the Pythagoras theorem condition. It means AB square plus BC square not equal to AC square. If these two conditions are satisfied, your answer will be a rhombus. Then here I can write down the square, it is a rhombus. Then come to the diagram rectangle. Suppose vertices of the rectangle are A, B, C, D. Now in the rectangle diagram, adjacent sides are not equal. So AB is not equal to BC. AB not equal to BC. And moreover, angle between adjacent sides is 90 degrees. If you connect the points A and C, ABC is a right angle triangle. Now apply Pythagoras theorem condition. AB square plus BC square equals to AC square. If these two conditions are satisfied, then your quadrilateral is a rectangle. So it is a rectangle. Then come to the parallelogram. Suppose A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, adjacent sides are not equal. So AB is not equal to BC. Now connect the points A and C. Now in parallelogram, adjacent sides are not perpendicular. So ABC is not a right angle triangle. So from the diagram, AB square plus BC square not equal to AC square. If these two conditions are satisfied, then your quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So it is parallelogram. Now this is the shortcut method to identify the given quadrilateral. Now first come to the procedure once again. First you calculate the values AB, BC and AC. AB, BC, AC. If AB equals to BC and AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, your answer is a square. Suppose AB equals to BC and AB square plus BC square not equal to AC square means your answer is a rhombus. Then come to another one. AB is not equal to BC and AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, then the quadrilateral is a rectangle. Then last one, parallelogram, adjacent sides are different. If AB is not equal to BC and AB square plus BC square is not equal to AC square, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Now apply these conditions on your given problem. First denote the given points as A 3, 2, B 11, 8, C 8, 12, D 0, 6. First calculate the values of AB, BC and AC. Now AB equals to square root of, apply distance between 2 points formula, square root of 11 minus 3, 8, 8 square 64, 8 minus 2 6, 6 square 36. Now it is a square root of 100, it will be 10. Then BC, distance between the points B and C. So square root of 8 minus 11. 8 minus 11 is minus 3. Minus 3 whole square 9. 12 minus 8 4. 4 square 16. So it is square root of 25. It will be 5. Then calculate AC, distance between the points A and C. Square root of 8 minus 3 whole square. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 square 25. 12 minus 2 10. 10 square is 100. So it will be square root of 125. Now see the relation between AB, BC and AC. Clearly AB is not equal to BC. That means adjacent sides are not equal. Adjacent sides are not equal means automatically two options are eliminated. What are those two? Square, rhombus are eliminated. So your answer may be either rectangle or parallelogram. Now check one more condition. AB square plus BC square equal to AC square or not. So what is your AB square value? AB square value 100, then BC square value 25. So AB square plus BC square equals to AC square. So right angle triangle condition will be satisfied. So definitely AB not equal to BC, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. So these two conditions are satisfied. So what is our answer? Rectangle. So clearly AB not equals to BC and AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. So these two conditions are satisfied. So required quadrilateral is a rectangle. So you can apply this procedure to solve this type of problems. Just you denote the given points as A, B, C and D. You have to completely avoid the fourth point D. First calculate AB, BC and AC. If AB equal to BC and AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, your answer is a square. If AB equal to BC and AB square plus BC square not equal to AC square, your answer is a rhombus. Then AB is not equal to BC and AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, your answer is a rectangle. Final one, AB not equal to BC and AB square plus BC square not equal to AC square, your quadrilateral is a parallelogram.